Okay, hello and good morning. We're finishing up week 8. Remember, next week is retest. This one right here wants to know how far will the minute hand travel to get to the four. This right here, you have to know the angle here. You must know the angle. To do that, you'd have to figure out, let's see what it is here. From here to here is 180. And then you have 5, and then you have 6. So this 180 is divided into 6 pieces. So 180 divided by 6 equals 30. So each click is 30 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. So each one's 30 and you're traveling 4 clicks to the forehand. So that's 120 degrees. So it's going to be 120 over 360. And its circumference here, or part of the circumference, so it's pi times diameter. The diameter is 16. That will give you the distance that the minute hand travels from the 12 to the 4. Okay? So let me slide that up a little bit so you can see it. There's the formula. And that's how you do it. This one right here is EOC question, and these problems are on the EOC. Where you do it is, you take the area of the sector of the whole thing minus the area of the sector of the small one, and what's left is this slither here. Okay? So it's going to be the big one minus the small one. Make sure you understand that. Take notes and copy it down. So the big one is going to be 90 degrees over 360 pi, but it's radius squared. So 12 times 12 is 144. Minus the little one, which is this one, is going to be 90 over 360 times pi times the radius squared. So 8 times 8 is 64. And when you do that, you get the smaller one right here. Okay? So let's back up and let's work this first one here. So 120 times 3.14 times 16, press equals, divide by 360, and that's going to be 16.7 inches. Okay, so for number 1, the minute hand travels 16.7 inches from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock. On this one, the slither piece, which is what you want right here, is going to be this one. So it's 90 times 3.14 times 144, press equals, divide by 360. That one is going to give us 113 and some change, minus this one is going to be 90 times 3.14 times 64, press equals, divide by 360. That one gives us 50.24. So minus 113.04. Change that to a positive. That's going to be 62.8 square inches. And that's how you do these 2 EOC questions. Make sure you understand. Again, the trick is you got to figure out the angle. And half a circle is 180, and this is divided into 6 of them. So 6, or 180 divided by 6, gives you 30 degrees for each tick marks. Anyhow, today is Savvas. Make sure you do your best. Remember that grade does count, and it will go into the computer. Let's turn our attention to MCR. All right, it takes 4.5 cups of rice to feed 8 people. So 4.5 cups of rice will feed 8 people. How much rice is needed to feed 55 people? This is a proportion. Notice how I put rice over people and rice over people. So you cross multiply. So it's going to be 55 times 4.5 divided by 8. Let's see what that is. 55 times 4.5 equals divided by 8 equals, that's going to be 30.1. So we're going to say 30.9. So we're going to say 31 approximately cups of rice at that rate. There it is. And that's how you do that. This one right here, completing the square, remember you have to get the first one, the x squared, with a coefficient of 1. So you got to divide this one by 4. Everything. So you're going to get x squared minus 2x plus 1/4 is equal to 0. Move the 1/4 over there and you get negative 1/4. Take half of 2, which is 1, and square it, and you still get 1. So it's going to be x minus 1 quantity squared. And what I'm adding here is a plus 1, which is that one. So I'm going to do a plus 1 here. Okay? And so here I'm going to get x minus 1 quantity squared is equal to 1 minus 1/4. You're going to have to change this to 4 over 4, which equals 1. So that becomes 3 over 4. And then you're going to take the square root. So it's going to be x minus 1 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 3 over 4. You're going to move the 1 over here, it becomes a plus, and you're done. Today is a worksheet, and there are some imaginary numbers on here. So when you get to them, make sure you ask for help, and we'll go ahead and work those. So have a good morning, and I'll see you in class.